Hello everyone, my name is Madhu KS. I'm certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belt from NIQC International Bangalore. I'm uploading this video for DN Business Excellence Popularity Round Award. Please like, share and comment this video.
About the productivity and efficiency improvement Six Sigma project. Our project agenda is to improve the FEY and reduction of customer complaints and reduction of DPU percentage. In this project, we use some of the Six Sigma tools like brainstorming, project charters, SitePoke, 5W2H, time series plot for the data collection plan, fishbone diagram, Poka-Yoke method. Our project result is to be overall 5% reduction in DPU and 20% customer complaint reduction and 10% FEY improvement. Here I will show you some of the tools we used in our project. First one is the brainstorming. If we start any project, brainstorming is the important because project is not an individual activity, it's a team activity. So we called all the team members like testing, supplier and purchase team, quality, operation team, sales team. First we collect all the ideas from individual teams about our project and we collected the quality ideas rather than the quantity ideas. In that, out of that idea we judge good or bad and never criticize other person's opinions. We collect all the ideas. Then we approached our project agenda. Once we approach our agenda, then everyone will agree. This is the main thing because once we did all these things, brainstorming, your half of the project is completed. Then we did some of the process study and understand the gaps. When you comes to the process study, we start like a start to end process from the incoming raw material to product shipment to our customer. Each and every task we studied. Where is the gap and how the process is, and they're following it our as per the documentation, like as per the customer requirement or not. Like individually we did all the team members. And when it comes to the problem definition, we use the 5W2H methodology because this is the in detail you can explain any of the problem, like why is the problem, where is the problem, what is the problem, and how it happens, and how many lots has impacted. Only one lot or similar kind of other product also same issue we are facing. So we use the 5W2H. And when it comes to the gaps identification, we did affinity and tree diagram. In that we segregated like a process issues, documentation issue, supplier issues. And in the process also we in detail like a incoming issue or process or training related or maintenance activities. If for example in the incoming issue, wrong cable and enclosure damage, in the stud issue, height variation, insulation material, we found these are the major issues. When you talk about the process issue, component damage, soldering issues and the handling issue, wire routing issues. When it comes to the training related, majorly new hire training we are impacted because new hire agents, they're not well trained. They're doing some assembly process. There we found some major reduction like rejections. Maintenance related activities means they're not doing the proper calibration check. They're not having the calibration record as well. After these major issues, we go with the root cause analysis using the cause and effect diagram. In that 5M analysis, like man error, like how much percentage impacted in the man level or machine level and the material level. This will help us to improve our cause and identify the where exactly we are facing the issues. Next comes to some of the few action item in our project. We did some Fokayoke methodology to identify the cable cross connection. In the right side, you can see these two discs. Here, first picture, you can see cable connection is correct. So green light is reflected. In this picture, cable is cross connection. When this cross connection test, you got the red color light and the pop-up buzzer also sound will get. So it's easily identify where is the problem. This jig we implemented in this project is the major role to improve our customer complaint. Before doing any assembly, all the cables we need to do this test. Mandatory we did. And if we come to the supplier end, stud height verification jig we implemented. In the supplier end, they have to verify all the studs, stud height. In that jig is matching, or as per the drawing it's matching it or not. They have to verify. And after that, documentation also they have to give to our our end. In our incoming engineer, they have to verify as per the drawing it's meeting it or not. Earlier it was not there. When come to the calibration check, earlier it's a once in a year, then now we internally we initiated the calibration audit frequently, like a weekly basis. And solder check tool also. Documentation modification, in the sense work instruction modification, FMEA. These are the documentation we modified according to the new process. And maintenance review and improvement of daily shift-wise tracking system for regular basis. After this project, we learned some of the Six Sigma tools like 5W2H, process map, Ishikawa diagram, time series plot, and Pareto diagram, affinity diagram, tree diagram. These are the tools is very much helpful to improve our FEY. Earlier, we are not used all these tools, and this DMAC methodology is to improve the FEY. Thank you.